Most people think CrossFit is just about lifting weights or doing some crazy workouts, but it's not. It's way more than that. It's actually one of the main reasons why last year, 2025, turned out to be one of the best years of my life. And that's interesting because before that, I was completely stuck. So in this video, I'm going to show you how training and competing pulled me out of a phase where I had no real direction, where I was struggling with my career, and where I even got so sick and ended up in the hospital. And more importantly, I'm going to show you why training can do the same thing for you, not just physically, but for your entire life. To understand why this worked, I need to take you back to the lowest point first. I remember that pressure in my chest that built up over weeks. Something just really felt off. And I didn't feel like I was in the right place anymore, not even the right country, but I had also no idea where to go instead. Then I suddenly lost my job. That created financial stress, but even worse, it forced me to question my entire career direction. I had just transitioned into remote work after investing weeks of training, and on paper it looked like freedom to work, to live like a digital nomad. But in reality, it really felt wrong. The whole work unaligned, empty, and yeah, that frustrated me a lot to be stuck in these two important parts of my life already. And it got worse because then my body collapsed. I got dengue fever, ended up in the hospital for a week or a little longer. This was followed by painful boils all over my body. At the end, I was just physically weak, mentally exhausted, just stuck with everything and only able to rest in bed. And there's something really dangerous about this kind of situation. I'm not talking about being sick. That was just the final hit. I'm talking about something deeper, psychological. Because when you stay stuck for too long, when your body shuts down and your direction is gone, you don't just lose energy, you start losing yourself. This is what I felt. And that's the point where I had to change something. Being stuck, staying in the wrong place out of comfort, keeping an unaligned job out of fear, all that, living like that puts your life on autopilot. So you start functioning instead of really living. You follow invisible rules, expectations, and roles that were never really yours, just to feel safe, just to fit in. And slowly, without noticing, you disconnect from what actually feels true for you. So luckily, I felt this pain of not living my own life because deep inside, I had that voice, my intuition, telling me there is more to discover. I knew I'm wasting my life at this moment, kind of. This is why I felt stuck. This is why I have to change something. I wanted meaningful projects, an inspiring environment with supportive people around me, and a body that feels strong and alive. I had a vision of traveling, competing, building something on my own. And the gap between that vision and my reality hurt too much. I realized my authentic life would look different. So I didn't need a perfect plan anymore. I just needed some stability and momentum to get unstuck. So now I'm going to show you how I finally turned that pain into action. And I'm going to start with this site. A healthy man wants 1,000 things, and a sick man only wants one, from Confucius. So I had one clear priority: stabilize my body and energy first. Because I knew vitality is the baseline for everything else. So I committed fully to CrossFit, not just casually or when it fits training, but really serious training like an athlete. 4 to 6 times per week, develop my strength through weightlifting, improve my endurance through running, learned skills like handstand walk or muscle ups, all the components. And I signed up for competitions alone, in teams, just to increase the accountability. And I simplified everything else. No overthinking, no finding my life purpose. Around that, I just paid attention to everything that has direct influence on my body and on my training too. So I made sure I eat nourishing food, sleep, rest well, integrated recovery tools like breathwork, ice bath, massage. And traveling sometimes made it harder, but I stayed really consistent and trained wherever I could. So no gym, no problem. I found ways to train inside the house, body weight, or in the park, maybe just for a run. Handstand walk wherever I could. And now I will show you the outcome. It gets interesting what this simple action did to me in my life that felt so stuck before. Living like an athlete led me to so many things. Even I was surprised, and I have been a coach since years now and competing, training. CrossFit, especially training with the idea of competing, gave me something I was missing for a while: a mission. Something clear and concrete: train today. It gave my days structure when everything else felt uncertain. The competitions gave me timelines, training cycles gave me some direction, and that was important because I wasn't waiting for clarity anymore. I was just moving, literally. And movement created momentum. Not answers right away, but kind of stability. And with that momentum, my energy returned and my body felt stronger again. I got into the best shape of my life. And this is nice. But it's not about the look. There is something more important about it. Every workout let me feel more alive. I could literally feel my energy, my willpower. It's the embodiment of all the energy. When your body works again, life feels possible again. I felt powerful, capable to face anything in life, just like a hard workout. So I explored instead of froze. My career was not magically fixed, but I tried a new sales job, for example. I started building my business again. I got serious about content creation here on YouTube, produced a whole video course about training. I got active again and planned events and retreats, hosted online breathwork sessions. And not everything worked out perfectly, but I was moving. And that was the big difference. And I was really moving in Asia: Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, then Europe, Germany, Switzerland, Denmark, Amsterdam, and finally back to Asia for my biggest competition that year. CrossFit really started to guide my life. Wherever I went, I had structure, community, and a reason to show up. Training became my entry point to connect with people because we have the same values, we speak the same language, the shared suffering and shared wins and working out. I even had a great dating experience because of the sport was the bonding point. So not just go for a dinner. So we really trained together, prepared for a competition, then had the competition together. All over, CrossFit made my life social, playful, and me live again. And there is a clear reason why this will work for you as well. So stay with me for the big lesson I learned. CrossFit isn't about fitness. It's about energy and direction. Being an athlete reconnects you with your body instead of only living in your head. Getting physical has a really strong impact on all the parts of your body. Your hormones stabilize, which shifts you into a better mood naturally. Your nervous system gets regulated, so you have the ability to handle pressure, for example. Once your body feels capable and alive, your mind will also follow. The mental capacity through training and competing, you develop discipline, persistency, so you don't quit immediately when things get harder. It builds self-trust and confidence, which leads to presence and trust to do whatever you want. And people feel and sense it. And more important, you will feel and sense it. All that power can be transferred directly into work, creativity, and relationships so you can unstuck your life. This is why training works so well when life feels chaotic. Now, if you feel stuck right now, here's how we can use this immediately. Do it like me and join the cult. Go to the nearest CrossFit gym and do a trial session, training session, or an option. Choose any community-based, team-oriented sport, running, clubs, martial arts, dance, soccer, whatever pulls you in. The key is move with people. Then give yourself a mission. Sign up for a competition or create a clear challenge, maybe with a friend. For example, you want to run specific distance, 5 kilometers, under 30 minutes in 60 days. Something very concrete. Something with a deadline. Train for that and let the structure, energy, and momentum do their work. But wait, one last important note before you're going to start, because life doesn't move in a straight line, and training alone isn't always enough. Sometimes what keeps us stuck isn't a lack of discipline or effort, it's that we have been living on autopilot for too long, numb, disconnected, always doing, rarely feeling anything. And training can open the door, but what really changes things is reconnecting with your body, regulating your nervous system, and learning how to be present in your daily life again. And that's exactly what my email newsletter is about. It's where I share honest reflections, personal experience, and simple tools to interrupt unconscious living in return to felt reality without fixing or forcing yourself. If you have been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or just strangely disconnected from your own life, this might be the next step for you. So you can join the list through the link below and start receiving these emails. And if you want more videos like this about training, energy, presence, building a life that actually feels real, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what's coming next.